for all of us who live, work, or go to school here. Just as importantly, though, I speak to you as a fellow Louisianan, a small business owner, a concerned husband, and a father. Since I took office exactly 1 month ago today, I have met with business and industry, working families, educators, and parents to share the news of our budget crisis and to discuss workable solutions. I have also met with legislators from across the state, North and South, urban and rural, Republicans and Democrats and independents, to seek their ideas and to share my own so that we can get down to the business of solving this massive problem as quickly as possible. I have also received devastating facts from our state's economists showing that we are in an unprecedented position. We faced crises in the past. When floodwaters rose and damaging winds bruised and battered us, we pulled together as one Louisiana. People from every walk of life, black and white, urban and rural, joined hands and resolved to get our state back on its feet. Once again, we must focus on solutions and not allow party labels and bickering to pull us apart. This Sunday, just 3 days from now, state lawmakers will convene in a special legislative session. For the next 3 weeks, we will take on the difficult task of correcting the largest budget deficit in our state's history. We know that behind every budget number are real Louisiana citizens. People like Braden Wilson. Braden is 9 years old and suffers from Lee's disease. He's been bedridden since birth and requires around-the-clock care. There's nothing in the world Braden's mom, Cody, wouldn't do for her family. And as a father of 3, I understand that. But the Wilsons and thousands of others like them are at risk of going bankrupt if the state program they rely on to help pay for Braden's care is severely cut. It's called the Now Waiver Program, and they can't get by without it. It is one of many that will take a major hit if we do not solve our budget problems. I will also tell you about cuts we are facing that, without your support to fix, will close down higher education institutions across our state. As I sit here with you tonight, we now have a more than $940 million budget deficit for this current fiscal year ending June 30th. In the year that starts July 1st, we are facing a $2 billion budget deficit. And because the Louisiana Constitution does not allow us to fix either of these budget deficits in the regular legislative session, we have just 3 weeks, starting this Sunday, to make the changes we need. We will not be paralyzed in fear by the size of this challenge, nor should we falsely claim the sky is falling. But this is a historic fiscal crisis, the likes of which our state has never seen,
Politicians.
and absolute candor is required.
Politicians.
How did we get here? While my predecessor inherited a $1 billion surplus when he became governor, I've been left with almost $1 billion deficit for this year alone and a $2 billion deficit for next year. For 7 years in a row, the state has had growing budget deficits. Year after year, the previous administration made temporary fixes using one-time funds to patch recurring expenses, knowing that eventually the well would run dry. And it has. This year's $940 million budget deficit is made up of 2 different categories. First, the Revenue Estimating Conference, the panel of economists and financial experts our legislature relies on, met yesterday and told us that we are $570 million.
Good afternoon, family. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, kings and queens. Good afternoon, prince and princesses. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon, New Orleans. Good afternoon, Louisiana. Look, I'm in love. I'm in love right now. Look. How can I say it? I'm in love. I'm in love, New Orleans. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm in love. Look, I cannot pour out the love in words. Look, I need to relax my black ass and kick back and put my thoughts together. The love that I'm feeling right now for my brothers and sisters here in Louisiana. You guys are marvelous. You guys are, look, the people of Louisiana, recognize that these politicians here recognize that this past Saturday, what was on the ballot or what they were selling, what Latoya Cantrell and our cronies were selling to the people of Louisiana was garbage. Oh man, I'm in love right now. Look, there's no need for me to deny it. The people of Louisiana recognize that Latoya Cantrell and all our cronies was selling bullshit to them. Now, again, family, you are listening to the Proven Truth. You are listening to the Proven Truth with your brother and host Anthony Brown, coming to you live from the studios of Radio Gumbo Creole in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. If you choose to let your voice be heard, if you have what it takes, the courage, the guts, the balls to let your voice be heard on the airwaves, you can call us here, 504-303-8922. Again, that telephone number is 504-303-8922. You can also listen to us, for you guys who are actually going to work right now or coming from work. You can also listen to us by dialing the number 667-930-9041. Again, 667-930-9041. Just dial it on your phone, plug it into your auxiliary, and you can listen to your brother. Okay? You can also check us out by going to www.radiogumbocreole.net. That's radiogumbocreole.net. We live stream this and every show on the Facebook family. To all our Facebook family and our Facebook friends, we say much love, respect. Thanks for tuning in. You can check us out on the Facebook by going to Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. And for those of you who missed the show, it's archived on the YouTube. You can check out the YouTube, which is The Proven Truth, and you can see previous shows that we did. And while you're there, you can utilize this platform. It's your prerogative, or you choose to utilize this platform. Okay? Now, family, look. For those of you who is checking us out via Facebook, you will notice the topic is one term John Bell Edwards, one term Latoya Cantrell, and one term Cindy Wynn. Now, there's some more political cronies, some more political criminals that we could actually put onto that list. And I'm going to call out a few of them for you. These are the people who try to deceive you, who lie to you, and who, for their own personal greed and self-worth, place this constitutional amendment on the ballot, or endorse Latoya Cantrell and place that constitutional amendment on the ballot for Saturday. Now, let's back up a bit. Because I recognize that a lot of you guys don't know what the result is for this past Saturday. Now, we are happy at this point, or we are happy on the outcome so far of this past election here in the territory of Louisiana. We are happy. Here it is that in his first term, John Bell Edwards have people from every single political party challenging his criminal ass. Let me say it one more time. I'm going to say it slow. We are happy thus far of the result of the election. Here it is that this liar, this criminal, John Bell Edwards, your governor, didn't only have Republicans and independent challenging him, he also had Democrats from his own party. So people within his own party is saying, man, you work jack. There was Democrats challenging this liar bastard, John Bell Edwards. All right? Now, they have a process here in the territory of Louisiana. They have a process. The political machine, the establishment have a process by which they regulate, they cheat, they pick and choose who or which individual is on the ballot. For those of you who didn't know, I'm making it known right now. Here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, the establishment, the political establishment, they have a system by which if they don't like your black ass or your white, whatever ass you got, if they don't like you, if you're not within their circle, if they know that based on your activism and based on your philosophy, based on your mindset, if the people choose you to public office, you won't collude with them. They fight against your ass. They have a system by which they eliminate you before you even enter the ballot or enter the race. Here it is. John Bell Edwards utilized that system to eliminate some of his opponents. So this past Saturday, you had 2 Republican, 1 independent, a matter of fact, 3 Republican, 1 independent, and 2 Democrats. Now, there was a lot more Democrats. But John Bell Edwards couldn't muster 50% of the vote. He couldn't muster 15% of the vote with all the millions of taxpayers' dollars and with all the bribe money, with all the people who he took bribe from, who supported him, who spent the money. He couldn't muster 50% of the, and I love it. I'm loving it. I don't know about you, but I'm loving it. So what happened? 5 weeks from now, we're going to have what is called a runoff. Okay? Now, look, family, you can mark my words. He's going to be going out there and he's going to be hugging and kissing babies. He's going to be going out into the black communities. He's going to be talking, he's going to be showing some degree of concern about the plight of the people here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, mind you, this guy been in office now for what? 4 years. This is his first term, looking for a second term. Now, he's going to go out there and speak politically correct. And the sad part about it, you're going to have a few of you out there who are going to buy into that crap. You are. You're going to go there, you're going to buy into this crap. Look, everywhere over Louisiana I go, mostly in New Orleans, man, John Bell Edwards has this big blown up sign. John Bell Edwards, governor, re-elect. Why you couldn't get 50% of the vote? John Bell Edwards is, for those of you who miss it, I'm gonna continue to play it in a moment. John Bell Edwards' first public announcement, right after he was elected to public office, was to come out and drive fear into the people of Louisiana. To lie to the people of Louisiana. To tell them, look, no, and we got 10 more minutes of this clip. I'm not sure if I want to give him 10 minutes of my show. I don't sure if I want to give this criminal bastard John Bell Edwards 10 minutes of my time, my ear time. But because I love you guys so much, I think I'm going to do it. Because I'm trying to make a point here. And I want you guys to listen to what your governor is saying. He start off by telling you, oh, look, there's a financial problem here in Louisiana. There's a deficit. This is not something that I did, but I inherit because my previous predecessor squandered and waste money. Right? Now, And he is massaging, he's lying just because he's gonna tell you, you're gonna hear it for yourself. He wanted to raise tax, and he's gonna say it out of his own mouth. He did not run on the basis of raising taxes. He did not. John Bell Edwards, when he's running for his first term, said he would not raise tax. No, look, there's nothing unique about John Bell Edwards in that regard or that respect. No, there's, look, again, we are not here to lie or to hide the facts or reality. Many other politicians throughout history, right here in the territory of Louisiana, make the argument that they wasn't going to raise tax. There's things that they wasn't going to do, and as they go into office, that's the first thing. So look, we're not saying that. We're not saying that he's special or he's unique or he's novel in doing this. No, we're not saying that. We're not being naive. We're not hiding anything here. But we are looking at the person individually, and we are looking at his goddamn character. John Bell Edwards.
$1 million short of the revenue we originally expected for the year. That's the first part of the problem, and it's due in part to the drop in oil prices and a slowdown in sales and corporate tax collections. In fact, we're paying out more in credits and refunds to corporations this year than we're collecting from them in taxes.
Oh my God! Look, family, look, office stop. Let me share something with you guys, because you're my family and I love you all. Let me share. Did you guys just hear it a while ago, or you want me to play it back? Did you just hear what John Bell Edwards' his statement? No, again, the name of the show is what? The Proven Truth. Okay, we are not here to fabricate. We are not here to lie. We are not here to act biased to no one. And for those of you who, again, John Bell Edwards is a Democrat. At one point in my life, a couple years ago, nobody could tell my black ass anything about any Democrat negatively. I would be out there championing the cause for any give. I don't care. Just like how some people tell me what they look. I just went to the ballot and I go and I voted everything Democrat, you dumbass. We are living in the 21st century, family. We have access to information at our fingertips. Not only that, we were born with the ability to look, to dissect certain things, to look at action, to look at history. And for the most part, that's not happening. And that's the sad part of it. Here is John Bell Edwards. Just make mention that they are losing revenue, right? And I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to play this old goddamn clip out. But if I play it, you're going to hear he make a mention of $2 billion. Now, as the governor, this is what John Bell Edwards give. Look, one out of many companies. Again, we personally get not frustrated. I don't want to say frustrated, but when we listen to these politicians, when we listen to these criminals make certain statements, and we personally know that these statements are incorrect, or know that these statements is based on lies and deceit, it touches us. It really touches us to the core to know that these, because you know why it touches? Let me tell you why it touches us. It touches us because there's people out there. There's our fellow New Orleans, our fellow Louisians, who listen to these politicians and believe every single word that they say. And that's why it touches us so much. And that's why we try our best to conquer or to show or to present evidence that what these guys are saying is downright lies, and intentional lies too. They are lying willfully with a malicious intent. They are lying to you, the people, to we, the people, because they want a specific action. And that's why it hurt us here so much. Here is an article. Here's an article. Let me read this article for you guys who don't know. And I'm reading this article based upon what this lying criminal just said a while ago. Listen to this. The Louisiana Board of Commerce and the industry just voted in favor of a $2 billion, what did I say? $2 billion tax break for Draftwood, that's a company, Draftwood LNG LLC in 2019. Listen to me, you know. And this is more so going out to my critics. Because for those of you who think I hate my critics, I love you. I love my critics. Because you guys keep me on my toe. And I like to prove that my critics' feelings and opinion is based off of shallow ground. Listen to this crap. So here's this company. Here's this company. Well, based on the fact that they want to do business here in the territory of Louisiana, they're supposed to chunk up at least, it doesn't matter over what period of time, $2 billion. So the first $2 billion that we, the people of the territory of Louisiana, are supposed to receive from this company, from this foreign company, we are losing it because of this arsehole, John Bell Edwards. Let's read it some more. In 2019, this company will begin building a liquefied natural gas export facility in southwest Louisiana. This is yet another company profiting, listen to these words, profiting from fossil fuel rather than sustainable energy, which we never care. Look, they're profiting because what? They were supposed to pay us, the people. Look, family, friends, we elect individuals to public office so that they may attend to our affairs. It's that simple. We elect individuals to public office so that they may attend to our affairs. And when they act contrary to our wishes, they're in violation of the oath of office, and they should be booted. They're supposed to be fired. They're not supposed to serve more than one term. And John Bell Edwards don't deserve a second term. He's a liar. He's a downright liar. John Bell Edwards is. $2 billion. Let's read some more. Let's read some more of this. This is yet, well, energy. That's a lot of money that could be going into the education budget for our children. Well, that's debatable, but I see where they're going with that. Tax breaks like these are often given to companies because they claim they will create jobs and hire local workers. The way this system works, here's a company, let's say in Timbuktu, and that company choose to come and do business here in Louisiana. Now, mind you, before they embarked on the concept of coming here to the territory of Louisiana, they must create a budget. They must put together a projection. And within that projection, this is how the projection is going to look like. Okay, so we're going to need to lease, rent, or purchase a building. Right? Now, in doing that, that's revenue for us, we the people. Okay, the projection again. We are going to hire 5, 10, 100, 200, 300 people to work. Right? So they're gonna employ people. They must. We ain't gonna allow a company coming from Timbuktu or from wherever to come and bring all the labor force from wherever they're coming from, and people right here in the neighborhood ain't get. No, that's not how it works. So that is a part of their budget. That's a part of their projection. Follow what I'm saying? So they are aware of this. Now, this is what happened. They get here and they encounter a clown like John Bell Edwards, or a clown like Mitch Landry, or a clown like Latoya Cantrell. And they say, look, this is for you right here. All this. Now let's start business. We're gonna come here and we want a tax break because, you know, we can sell it like we're gonna hire people. Family. The argument is that these companies come here, right, and they're gonna create jobs and hire local people. And that's what people like John Bell Edwards and all these corrupted politicians here in Louisiana sell to the general public at large. And for the most part, people believe that shit. How can they believe that? So you're gonna tell me this company weren't thinking about hiring local people or creating jobs? To the point now that it's like they are doing us a favor. They are doing us a favor. No, okay, look, we're gonna give some of your people work. So because we're gonna give some of your people work, you going now have to give us a tax break. Really? Really? But as we have been saying now for years, New Orleans, Louisiana, people all over the globe know that this is a prime location to come and anchor down because of the people or the individuals who we have in public office. It's easy to bribe Latoya Cantrell. It's easy to bribe Latoya Cantrell. All you have to do is promise her so-called black ass a plane ticket to a foreign country, and you get whatever you want from Latoya Cantrell. You think I'm kidding? You just look. You can promise Latoya Cantrell a plane ticket to Timbuktu, and whatever it is you want, you get it. It's easy. John Bell Edwards is the same. You can promise John Bell Edwards $10,000 towards his re-election campaign, and you get whatever you want. It's easy to bribe these goddamn politicians here in Louisiana. Here it is. But the companies getting these tax exemption are giving Louisiana nothing back in return. The Industrial Tax Exemption Program, abbreviated ITEP, has provided billions of dollars to companies in public subsidiaries, and those companies have actually cut their net employment. According to a study by Together Louisiana, over 20 years, $23 billion in public subsidy to 1,400 companies, which companies over this subsidized period have cut their net employment by 26,000 jobs. So we're giving them these subsidiaries, we're giving them these tax breaks, these tax exemption, and what do we get? They cut the labor force, and we talk about crime and violence. Latoya go there and talk about crime and violence. That clown in New Orleans is Cindy Wynn. Talk about crime and violence and about juvenile crime. Goddamn clown. Listen to this. This is key, family, for those of you who don't grasp the concept as yet. we associate or we tie in this criminal over here, John Bell Edwards, with giving away multi-billion dollars of our tax money. Listen to this, because this is key. Listen, I'm going to slow it down for you. The Industrial Tax Exemption Program is state-run, run by the territory of Louisiana, and is the largest program of state subsidiaries given to corporation in the United States. It seems, well, this is the author's opinion now. It seems that the governor, which governor? That criminal over here, John Bell Edwards, main role is to give our tax money to corporation. This shows who they really represent. Let's stop right there, man. We the people in creating government, we create three branches: the judicial, the executive, and the legislative. The executive is run by this clown at this time, John Bell Edwards. He then go ahead and create certain departments to assist him or to do certain activities, right? He governs that. He's the top dog. He is the governor, the CEO, right, of that branch. And look, here it is. For those of you who missed it, let's play the next clip of him talking about
sound financial policy.
Sound financial
policy. The other part
policy.
of our $940 million budget problem this year is $370 million in commitments we made that we don't have the funds to pay for. This is partly due to irresponsible budgeting by the previous administration. They failed to account for how many people would need access to public health care, how many students would qualify for TOPS, how many people will enroll in our public schools, and how many state inmates would be housed by our sheriffs, among other failures. Now, the money is not there to pay those bills. I know we've all heard alarming talk about budgets before, but this is our reality. There are some who will try to downplay the severity of our problems for political gain. Some will claim our state's economists' numbers are false. Others will say we simply need to cut our way out of this mess. Remember, for 8 years we've had a conservative governor with a conservative legislature. If stabilizing the budget were as easy as cutting spending and simply reducing state contracts, that would have been done already. But it hasn't. Today, the stakes are far too high for Washington-style politics or for a crisis in leadership. I recall saying two things our state would never run out of were gumbo and gumption. Now is the time for both. To stabilize our state's budget, we should not shy away from the fiscal right-sizing that is needed.
Here it comes.
For
Listen.
me, right-sizing requires that we get both the spending and the revenue right. Focusing on one without the other would be irresponsible. But I want you to understand that if left unresolved, if the legislature does not choose a way to raise additional dollars to strengthen the budget, and very soon, we will face unimaginable cuts to vital state services. Here are some examples. Our healthcare system is on the verge of imploding. The Department of Health and Hospitals is already facing severe cuts.
Let's stop. Look, look, family, I didn't really plan the show this way, but it's working out this way, so be it. Because we cannot really spend all our time to point out the lies that come out of this criminal mouth. We cannot spend this whole show to point out the lies. But he is pretending as if there was one thing that the previous administration didn't do, right? Under Bobby Jindal. They didn't take any government assistance from the federal government as relates to the health care. They didn't take that assistance. John Bell Edwards did. Look, maybe that's the only good thing he did, because apparently a lot of people did benefit from him taking that assistance from the federal government, okay? irrelevant of that, he was fully aware of that occurrence, that there was a vast chunk of money or a vast chunk of assistance that was out there when it comes to the medical, to the health and wellness of the people of Louisiana. He was fully aware of that. So here it is in his first speech, he's trying to make it appear as if, okay, now we are in dire state and I need money to raise, to address that issue. Not being honest with the people, saying that, look, the previous administration didn't grab a hold of that federal assistance. And if they did, it would benefit poor people. It would benefit the elderly, blah, blah. That wasn't his argument. His argument was deceiving. His argument was, what's the word I'm looking for, man? His argument was intentionally done for a specific purpose and reaction. He knew that he was going to take that money and implement that system, and there would be benefits, or people would see a difference. He knew this. It's just like, for example, you go home today, there's no food on the table, right? The kids them come home from school and there's no food on the table. Everybody, and you say, man, look, we ain't got no food, You know what I mean? You get in the mind condition that is a strong possibility that we have to go to bed hungry. But at the same time, in the back of your mind, you know that, look, we have something in the oven or outside on the back burner, right? But you want to create this, this tempo, this mindset. That's what these goddamn politicians do, family. That's what John Bell Edwards do.
And without new revenue, those cuts will be catastrophic.
Without new revenue. Did you hear that? At the base of all of these politicians' argument, don't care what the issue is, they want to take away your money. They want to separate you from your money. That's it. And they will say and do anything to take you away or take your money out of your pocket. They will do that. And they have been doing that now for so goddamn long. It's unbelievable. And it gets to me when, no, look, the truth about it right now, don't be fooled by my appearance or by the way I'm delivering the show today. Don't be fooled. I'm in a love fest right now. I'm actually in a love fest right now with the people of Louisiana. I'm loving the people of Louisiana right now. Because when it truly counts, you guys stand up. When it truly counts, you guys, look, I'm not taking no credit for this bullshit. If you guys go on my page, my Facebook page, you'll see I do an article, right? Or I post an article a couple of weeks ago, right? And this article is based off of a promotion that Latoya Cantrell and her cronies put out there, trying to convince you. Let me tell you some of the cronies. I've made this video start over. Let's do this, because I want to call out someone. Look, on my Facebook page, I list the fact that people like John Bell Edwards supposed to be a one-term governor. People like Latoya Cantrell supposed to be a one-term mayor. People like that no good clown out there, Cindy Wynn, supposed to be a one-term councilwoman, right? Now there's some more. Let me tell you some more people who are supposed to be only goddamn one-term are supposed to lose their office. Here we go. These are the, okay, mayor Sharon, Baton Rouge. Mayor Jamie Mayer, Ville Platte. Royce Duplessis, him supposed to lose him job. Representative Jack McFarland from, when I can't see the writing so good, Mayor Jeff Hall, Alexander. Ted James from Baton Rouge. Mayor Clarence Fred from, Nicole, it's just keep on going so far. Nicole Barnes, Executive Director, Mayor Andrea Perkins, Shreveport. You know, look, you guys can go on my page and you guys will see these people I'm talking about. All these other clowns that endorsed Latoya Cantrell and promote the lie and the deceive that was defeated 2 days ago. Supposed to lose a goddamn job. Supposed to be booted out of public office. This clown, the priest. I kind of stray away family. I stray away a bit when I start this program off, because you know I just start to focus on this clown John Bell Edwards. But a matter of fact, we're gonna play this clip because I want you guys hear this clip, and I'm gonna stop it maybe in 3 minutes from now, because I want you to hear everything that he's saying. He's trying to build up to the point where he's gonna actually confess. John Bell Edwards gonna confess, and he's gonna tell you that, look, I didn't run on the fact that I was gonna raise taxes. However, you dumbasses, what you guys expect? I'm doing it.
With larger cuts looming next year, safety net hospitals will close, starting in places like Lake Charles, Alexandria, and Bogalusa. The healthcare services that are in jeopardy literally mean the difference between life and death. Funding for vital services like hospice care and end-stage kidney dialysis would be impacted. The new opportunity waiver, also known as the Now waiver, which provides much needed help for families with developmental disabilities like Cody Wilson's, whom I told you about earlier, is under consideration for painful cuts and could be offered to far fewer people. I don't say this to scare you, but I'm going to be honest with you. No more tricks, no more smoke, and no more mirrors. Now let's talk about our universities, community, and technical colleges. The Louisiana Top Scholarship Fund is now so depleted that if the legislature does not raise additional revenue, fewer high school students will receive awards, and current recipients are in jeopardy of losing their existing scholarships for next year. Even with additional revenue, higher education this year will need to cut $42 million. This will be combined with a $28 million cut in top scholarship funds that the universities will have to absorb, resulting in the largest mid-year cut in Louisiana history. However, if there's no new revenue raised this year, higher education will face catastrophic cuts over the next 4 months. And that comes on the heels of the largest disinvestment in higher education in the nation over the last 8 years. As I mentioned earlier, if the legislature fails to act, and if we are forced to proceed with these cuts, the LSU Ag Center and parish extension offices in every parish and the Pennington Biomedical Research Center will close by April 1st, and the LSU main campus in Baton Rouge will run out of money after April 30th, as will the Health Sciences Center in Shreveport and
You're
LSU.
this liar bastard, man.
There is no
Listen
money
to him.
left to pay for payroll after those dates.
No money.
The Southern University System,
No money.
and the University of Louisiana System,
Broke.
and the Louisiana Community and
No
Technical
money.
College System are in the same boat.
Oh my God.
Without
We're
legislators
dying.
approving new revenue this special
Yes.
session, some campuses will be forced to declare financial bankruptcy, which would include massive layoffs and
Massive.
the cancellation of classes.
Massive.
If you're a student attending one of these universities,
Oh God, the
it means
students
that
now.
you will receive a grade of
Now we're gonna
incomplete.
scare the students. Listen
Many
to this.
students will not be able to graduate, and student
No
athletes
degrees.
also stated those schools will be ineligible to play next semester.
No degrees.
That means you can say farewell to
Farewell.
college football next fall.
Farewell.
The development of our technical and community college system has been one of our greatest points of progress over the last 2 decades.
Right.
The current budget realities will decimate these institutions as they are already preparing to lay off 1,200 employees at a time when business and industry's primary concern is the development of a world-class workforce. These are not scare tactics.
No.
This is reality.
Reality.
An unstable state budget will not only hurt children and working families in our state, it will devastate communities, businesses, and local government as well.
Listen for it, family.
So where
it's
do
coming.
we go from here?
Listen.
While I did not create the problem before us,
Listen.
as your governor, it is my job to fix it, and that is what I intend to do. And I am fully aware that I did not campaign on a platform of raising taxes, but the state's deficit is now more than twice as big as anyone ever anticipated. So clearly, when the facts surrounding the problem change so dramatically, so must the solutions.
You hear that? Hold on there. Family. Look. It didn't come out of Anthony Brown mouth, you know. It didn't come out of... Where's all my critics? Huh? So, John Bell Edward, this clown, this criminal, just confessed. No, well, he didn't just confess. He made the argument. This was his first live broadcast after winning the election. This first term. Right? Okay, I didn't run on the fact of raising taxes. But did you hear the argument leading up to his punchline? Did you hear it? The argument, he scared college kids. He scared the elderly. He scared state workers. He scared every group of people there is to be scared. Telling them, look, if the legislator, if I don't take action, you're gonna die because there's no Medicare for you. You ain't gonna survive because you're gonna have to drop out of college. Did you hear him? And at the same time, they are giving away the money. They are giving away tax dollars that was allocated to do the very same function. Let's check out this next article. Look, when we make statements, we don't just make this is not goddamn CNN or MSNBC or mainstream media. Again, even if we don't like someone, which we have no reason to dislike anyone, because we understand the concept that we are the bosses. This clown John Bell Edwards right now is out there begging the people of Louisiana to vote for his ass. John Bell Edwards is out there right now on his hands and knees trying to convince us, the bosses, the electorates, the people with the true power, to put him back in office for a second term. He's begging us. Look, I got a source of revenue for myself. He need me to come out there and vote for his ass and to give him to delegate some of my authority, some of my powers, so he can take care of his wife and he can rub shoulders with other political cronies. He's begging us for that power right now, for this authority. That's what he's doing. We are the bosses, and I am one of the bosses. I am his guardian boss, and I recognize, look, not only figuratively speaking, but factually, I'm a electorate here in the territory of Louisiana. And I can go to the poll, and I can cast a ballot, yea or nay. Listen to this. Millions, cities spend millions on Mardi Gras, but tourism taxes doesn't go to city. in a March 8, 2019 press release, 2 days after Fat Tuesday, Mayor Cantrell described how the city spent millions to mobilize the police department, fire department, emergency medical service, Department of Health, Department of Public Works, Department of Sanitation, and Department of Property Management, Park Enforcement, Parks and Parkways, Orleans Parish Communication District, and the New Orleans Homeland Security and Emergency preparedness. Right? They spend millions of dollars. Now, family, the issue is there have never been, I don't care who say it to you, I don't care which politician you hear it from, I don't care whether the present, the past, or the even goddamn future politician in the territory of Louisiana, I don't care. There have never been a situation where we are facing a fiscal cliff or there is no money, as John Bell Edwards outlined or stated here, or Latoya stated here. Now, let's go back to this past ballot. Why I'm in such a love fest right now with the people of Louisiana. And the ballot this past Saturday was Act 444, House Bill 234, tax exemption for outer continental shelf. That's how the title. And it was defeated. The people of Louisiana, who I love so much and who I am in love with right now, did the right thing. And they voted no. Now, just so all you know, again, we don't only speak because we have a platform to speak. We ask the people to vote no on every goddamn one of these tax propositions. We did. We did. Right? Even though, look, and we did so knowing the fact that a lot of people weren't informed enough or knowledgeable enough going to the ballot. And as we have stated before, that when it comes to constitutional amendments that's on the ballot and anything have to do with taxes, by default, you need to vote goddamn no. If you see these criminals, these politicians, I don't care which one. If you see anything have to do with a constitutional amendment that have to do with taxes, by default, my brothers and sisters, you need to vote no. So, House Bill 234, tax exemption for outer continental shelf, right? My brothers and sisters here in the territory of Louisiana, I love you guys so much. You voted no. 53% of the population said no. Now, let's look. It's important, it is imperative for you to, if it's just, look, give me 5 minutes. Just focus on me for 5 minutes. Listen to what I'm saying for 5 minutes. Listen to this. I'm going to read for you the ballot language, or the language that was on the ballot this past Saturday that they wanted you to vote yes about. Okay? Then I'm going to go to the contract and I'm going to show you how you're supposed to be so goddamn upset that you go out and you fire that Latoya Cantrell. Look, without a doubt, Latoya Cantrell, this so-called black female, this so-called first black female, she's supposed to be fired. A matter of fact, the people of Louisiana are supposed to be so goddamn heated and vexed and upset right now that you don't even wait until next year, 2020. Somebody, look. We need to do a recall petition on our dumb ass. Listen to this. This was what was on the ballot 2 days ago. Do you support an amendment to exempt raw material, comma, goods, comma, commodities, comma, personal property? Listen to me carefully in the family. Listen to me carefully. Personal property, comma, and other article stored in public and private warehouse and designated for outer continental shelf from avalarium tax. December 1st, 2019. Amend Article 7. Now, listen. They are trying to amend Article 7, Section 2, Article 7, Section 21D, 2 and 3 of the Constitution. Okay? Now, let's go to the Constitution. Again, Article 7, 21D, 2. Now, listen to the verbiage that's actually into the Constitution. That's actually written into the Constitution. Listen to it, my friends and family. Listen to it. 2. Raw material, comma, goods, comma, commodities, comma, and other articles being held on public property or public property of a port authority. Well, I hope you guys getting this crap, you know. I hope you guys really understanding what's going on here, you know. They are trying to amend, they wanted to amend Article 7, Section 21D2, right? That's what they wanted to do. Listen, raw material, goods, commodities, and other articles being held on the public property of the Port Authority and docks of any common carrier. So they are talking about things in commerce. You guys caught that? Things in commerce are in warehouse, grains, elevator, docks, raft, or public storage facility in the state for export to a point outside the state of the United States. Now, look. Family, I need to drink some water, man, because and calm my goddamn black ass down, because I just get too hype. Yes vote, no for any new tax. This city miss so much. Yes, my brother, John Martin. Yes. Let me tell you something. Let me drink some water and calm myself down, man. Look, I ain't gonna tell you guys my special secret or my secret, but you guys need to start drinking some of this water right here. Maybe you guys will get fired up like me. When we created, when we created government, we established for them a revenue stream. A revenue stream. When politicians like Latoya Cantrell and John Bell Edwards and Errol G. Williams and all them goddamn criminals tell you that, no, mind you have to understand the concept. You have some dumbass bastard in politics. You have some people. No. I'm serious, family. You got people in Baton Rouge right now. You got people sitting in public office don't have a clue to what they are doing. I'm telling you. You have some dumbass people in politics right now. You have people, some ignorant people in politics right now. You have people in politics right now don't know the left from the right. No. This is a serious issue. You got people in public office right now. They cannot, or they have no ties emotionally to the people who they are serving. They don't have a clue as to the contract, the constitution. They don't have a clue what their job description, I'm telling you, what their job description truly is. And that's one of the reasons why you could say we are facing so much ridiculous proposition or so much fight back from these goddamn politicians, because a lot of them is as ignorant of some of us out here in the general public. When you're gonna have politicians all over Louisiana, from Baton Rouge to Shreveport, who gonna endorse this ridiculous, look, I don't even get to the one that I was championing about yet, you know. I don't even get to that, to proposition number 4 as it. I don't even talk about that yet, because that's the one that I truly was focusing on. Proposition number 4. And that's why I'm in a love fest right now with the people of New Orleans, with the people of Louisiana. When you have proposition like proposition number 4 on the ballot, and you have politicians, that's what they are, politicians, cronies, people who Lataya Cantrell, as dumb as she is, can convince to join her in support of proposition number 4. You have to question the integrity and the mindset of these people. You have to truly ask yourself, are these people stupid, dumb, naive, or are they just downright criminals? No, seriously, family. You have to ask yourself, I do. I wonder, these people, do they truly know what their job description is? Or should be? Do they ever take a minute to read the Constitution? Do they believe in the oath of office? No, my brother, no, my sister. I'm telling you, you have to analyze, you have to dissect this thing seriously. Putting away all the pundits, putting away all the criticism. We need to. Now, it is my strong belief and opinion that people like Lataya Cantrell don't give a damn about the people who put her into public office. She don't care about us. She don't care about the electorate. She don't care about her bosses. She really don't. And I strongly believe that. I strongly believe that. Let me show you guys something. Here we have a document, right? Because we have been on the job for quite some time. Because we have been on the job for quite some time, and we have been calling out these criminals without any fear, because we know that we are the bosses. We have been calling them out. On the agenda, New Orleans City Council, the Council City of New Orleans, and their agenda February of this year, Thursday, February the 7th, 2019, this year, and the very last page, page 37, they had a resolution, or they proposed a resolution, and just look at the name of these criminals that put this resolution forward. Banks, J Banks, that no good bastard, that criminal, friend of John Bell Edwards, right? Friend of Errol G. Williams. Here's a guy who we know was breaking the goddamn law and the Constitution before he went to public office. What did John Bell Edwards say? We don't care. I don't have no problem with J Banks. He endorsed me, so I'm going to endorse him. So I guarantee you right now, J Banks is endorsing John Bell Edwards. J Banks. Christine Palmer. Christine Palmer is someone who came to public office with the intent to rob the very same people who put her so-called white ass or whatever type of ass she got back into public office. Look, Christine Palmer at one point sit on the New Orleans City Council for one term. Then she lost the second term. She couldn't survive. She couldn't put 2 and 2 together. She couldn't keep food on her table and a roof over her head. She couldn't. So what she did? She had to come back into public office. I'm telling people, there's nothing special about these goddamn politicians, man. And it sick me to my stomach when I see, you know, my fellow New Orleans run behind these goddamn politicians like they're smart or like they're genius or like they give a damn about the general population. Then you have this one Cindy Wynn. Man, look, she's so goddamn dumb. She's so dumb. I ain't gonna say nothing. Man, look, you wanna know how dumb Cindy Wynn is? You wanna know how dumb Cindy Wynn is? Every time I go to city council and I notice her, when anybody else be speaking about an issue, she just keep her little ass. Man, she never say one word. Not in English or Korean, nothing at all. She's a goddamn. We never spend no time about it. But these are the dumbass people who draft this resolution. Again, this resolution was drafted February 7th, 2019. And they put on the last page. Because individuals like myself was on the job and remain to stay on the job. And this is what these clowns wrote. And I believe, it's my belief that it is based on this resolution that proposition number 4 was on the ballot. Let me read this thing to you. This is what it says. So they are urging, urging state delegations and other city officials, such as the mayor and the New Orleans assessor, to work with city council to consider additional constitutional amendment or legislative initiative that creates more tax exemption or financial relief option for long-time home occupants of residential property that are significantly impacted by rising property value. So they are claiming that they, in this resolution, try to make it appears like they need a coalition of people to come together to create a constitutional amendment that would grant relief. No, list the relief to who? Grant relief to residential property. How the hell did these criminals get their hands on our private property? Huh? Amendment number 4. Let's go to that. Amendment number 4 allows New Orleans property tax exemption. Now, family, this amendment that was on the ballot, and I'm telling you, man, I can't thank the people of Louisiana. I just can't. Look, I know that you guys rise to the occasion every single time, and we defeat this one. No, let's not get complacent or relax. There's another constitutional amendment that's on the ballot in November of this year. Don't get complacent, my brothers and sisters. There's another one. Let's read proposition as it was on the ballot, number 4. This is what it says. Do you support an amendment to allow the city of New Orleans to exempt it? So that's what they have. We're going to paraphrase it. Do you allow an amendment? Do you support an amendment to allow Latoya No Good Lackadaisical Cantrell to exempt properties, to pick and choose to exempt properties that she wishes? Huh? That's weird. Look, let's read what's actually in the ballot. Do you support an amendment to allow the city of New Orleans to exempt property within Orleans Parish from all or a part of avalarium taxes that would otherwise be due for the purpose of promoting affordable housing? Question mark. Article 7, Section 21. Oh, now let's go to Article 7, Section 21, and let's see if we find O. 21O. Family, look, we don't even have to do that, because I can tell you based on experience, whatever it is that they have right there is misleading. But this is what it all comes out to. Latoya Cantrell, and she sell it to her cronies all over the territory of Louisiana. And again, for those of you who listen or watch the ad, it's on my Facebook page. You can go on my Facebook and you will see where all these politicians come together in support of proposition number 4. All of them. Stupid ass bastard. They're either stupid, dumb, or ignorant, or just downright criminal in the intent. They wanted, under the disguise of affordable housing, Latoya Cantrell wanted we the people of Louisiana, we the people of New Orleans, to give her more authority or power, to delegate some more of our power and authority to her, so that she can pick and choose which property is exempt from the avalarium taxing scheme. Listen to what I'm saying. To pick and choose which property is exempt from their avalarium taxing scheme. Now, look, again, we know this to be a fact. We have no confidence in the politicians here in Louisiana. We have none. We have no confidence in Latoya Cantrell. A matter of fact, even before she became the CEO for this municipal corporation, the city of New Orleans, even before she became the CEO/mayor, there is financial issue behind her. Allegation of she's spending money where she didn't have the authority, by using the public account, using the credit card to purchase underwear. Now, look, I don't know how she do it or how she get away with it, but some way, somehow, underwear, we the people can pay for underwear and personal meals and all type of thing. You know, look, again, this is New Orleans, baby. This is Louisiana. And in Louisiana, anything goes when it come on to these political cronies. She wants us to give her the authority to pick and choose. Again, it's under the disguise of affordable housing. Now, I can tell you, if this wasn't defeated, the premise upon which they have sold this proposition in its application would be totally different. They have sold this proposition about affordable housing. Now, I know my brothers and sisters here in Louisiana was much, much smarter than that. I know that. Because they have been lied to so much, they have been taxed so much, to the point where they are now getting the message that you need to scrutinize, you need to look, you need to dissect every single proposition that's pushed forward by this or any administration that have to do with taxes. Because at the bottom of this, all they want to do is to separate you from your hard-earned money. Huh? That's all they want to do.
This city will win.
Quickly, how do you grade your first year?
Well, I grade my first year. I don't know. It's hard to grade yourself. I feel that I've
But you
given
feel
it all I have.
proud of what you
No. Let me grade you. You're right. You can't grade yourself. You fail. You get an F. Can we give her a Z? Yeah? You get an F. You fail.
done.
Oh, I'm very much so. Listen.
I'm impressed with what you've done with the office. This used to be kind of a dull office. You brightened it all up.
Oh, well, that's.
Okay. Hey, family, man, it's a joke. So here's this well-established journalist. Here's this guy been doing journalism for years. Here's this guy, senior journalist, interviewing the first so-called black female mayor of New Orleans. Now, for over 300 years, over 3 centuries, this is the first. So, and in her first year in office, is impressed. Oh my God, man! Man, let me tell you something, man. In New Orleans, for those of you who don't know, they drink a lot. They do a lot of drinking in New Orleans, and they do a lot of partying, and a lot of dancing, a lot of partying and drinking. Maybe that's why this guy is so impressed, easily impressed. He's impressed that in her first year, she did some remodeling.
Small things, but meaningful. Your environment does matter. But my love song to the city, is I'm giving you the best that I've got, and I believe that I do that every single day. And it is a spirit of transparency, in my opinion, that I do provide, and a sense of authenticity, and where I'm not afraid to go to people. I go to them. I listen to them. I'm not afraid to, after I listen.
The only person Latoya can't listen to is our goddamn crony friends, our criminal friends. That's who she listens to. She listens to nobody else. So, proposition number 4, family, rightfully so, was defeated. There was a no vote by the people of Louisiana, rightfully so. 63% of my fellow Louisians voted no to give Latoya Cantrell and her cronies any additional power as it relates to Article 7 of the contract. 63% of New Orleans voted no. You guys need to be mindful of something. You guys need to be mindful of something. As I have stated here many of time, New Orleans is the incubator for their testing scheme or their testing project. When they want to do something that would adversely affect the people of Louisiana, they start right here in New Orleans. When companies want to act outside the Constitution, because the individuals that we have here in politics or in our government are primed criminals, these companies come right here and they establish root right here. When we say Latoya Cantrell don't give a damn ass about the people of New Orleans, again, we can back that up with facts. Facts. The name of the show is The Proven Truth. Again, you are listening to The Proven Truth. You are tuned into The Proven Truth with your brother and host Anthony Brown. Coming to you live from the studios of Radio Gumbo Creole here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. The only thing that's not beautiful about Louisiana or about New Orleans is these corrupted politicians, headed by, at this time, Latoya Cantrell and John Bell Edwards. Look, when we speak about the truth and this program, what are we talking about? That to which is constant with facts and reality. That to which is constant with facts and reality. So we don't care if you want to dissect whatever it is that we say on the show. You can dissect as much as you goddamn want, even with your bias mentality. What you're going to find is that whatever it is that we say here on this show can be proven by actual actions of the individuals that we are talking about. We can prove it. We can take physical evidence into any tribunal and we can say, look, yes, we call Latoya Cantrell a guardian criminal, a worthless, no good bastard, and this is why. And we can pull a document like this as evidence, and we can label this Exhibit A. We have in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, a company here operating by the name of CivicSource.com. Civic Source, which is a subsidiary to Acorn Information System LLC. Right? And this company operates based right in, what did I say earlier? They came and they established base foundation root right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. 935 Pardre Street. No, not Pardre Street. Gravier Street. 935 Gravier Street. And they were 17th floor. Are in that building. Why? Why they never go in Kenner or Medry or in Lafourche Parish or in Baton Rouge or somewhere up north? Why? Why they have to come right here in New Orleans? Right in Louisiana? Right here in New Orleans? Why? Because at the time, You had no good criminals like Mitch Lange, who you can bribe, which they did bribe him. You got people like, and still have, that imposter Errol G. Williams, who you can bribe. Right? All you have to do is just keep your mouth shut that he have been robbing the people of New Orleans so long. He have been hiding properties and creating these fictitious LLC all over the place. Here's this company, Civic Source, Acorn Information System LLC. Right? Under that previous criminal, Mitch Lange, Mitch went ahead and signed what he called an agreement, the agreement, in his official capacity as the CEO, in his official capacity as the CEO / mayor of the municipal corporation in the city of New Orleans. He signed this document. So he signed this document on behalf of we the people. Right? Also signing this document is the Chief Executive Officer and duly authorized agent Byron P. Burroughs, right, of Acorn Information System LLC. Now, the only reason why I keep this document and I don't use this document to wipe my ass is because I need it as evidence, Exhibit A. Because even though Mitch criminal no good Lange and Byron P. Burroughs signed this document, it don't worth the paper that it's written on. Listen to what I'm saying, family. It doesn't worth the paper that it's written on. It's not on void of law. It's worthless. I personally, I'm testifying here now. For all of you who don't think I can testify, I'm testifying here now. I personally sent a copy of this document, not only directly to this clown over here, Latoya Cantrell, but through that other clown who I thought and I give the benefit of the doubt at the time, Cindy No Good Win. I give her this copy. I meet with her. I explained the fact that this could never, ever, ever be legal. It could never, ever be just. It could never be right. I even went as far as informing them that, look, you guys seek from the people of Louisiana back in 2014, 2016, the authority to enter into a contractual agreement with Civic Source or any such company for them to participate in the Avalarum tax scheme, and we the people tell you guys no. We did. We said no. So this document in and of itself is only good for ass wiping. You kind of crushed up a little bit, right? Yeah. That's what it's good for. Ass wiping. Or maybe if you spill some milk, you can use it to saturate or suck up that milk. You know what I mean? Or whatever you spill. That's what it's good for. But here it is. This so-called first black female mayor going to be telling the people in New Orleans that she like to meet them where they are She's considerate. That New Orleans is a gumbo, is a melting pot, and everybody need to get their cup at the gumbo. And she endorsed that when she know that because of this company right here, Civic Source, people of New Orleans have been losing their property illegally losing their goddamn property.
To also change my mind on certain things. That's what leadership is about. Understanding that you have to do it together. You have to compromise and you have to get there together. And so that's how I believe that I have been leading our city. That's how I will continue to lead. But it will be transparent. I have been. I'll continue to be. But at the same time, I know my role as the mayor. And there are things that I can do under my purview that are in the best interest of the city that I will do. I was challenged again as it relates to the selection of the police chief, that I didn't do a national search. Well, I didn't have to do a national search. I felt that I had competent, capable police officers within the New Orleans Police Department that have made tremendous strides underneath the consent decree, that where we're teaching other departments on a national level. I chose from within, and I absolutely know that I did the right thing.
So quickly, those people that think you may have driven Michael Harrison out, not true.
Oh, absolutely not true at all. I've supported him 100%. And also that has been something that has been highlighted as him being the commissioner of Baltimore, that he was able to work in transition from one mayor, to the next. It's a partnership. We're not throwing anybody away, and we don't eat our own in the Cantrell administration. We back up our people. We give them the support that they need to be successful. That's what I'm doing with Sewage and Water Board. Our executive director came in with an interim, had to select another interim while hiring a permanent director. We've done that. We've
but you got
turned that
somebody
corner.
with experience at the Sewage and Water Board.
Absolutely, and one that has been able to build credibility amongst all of our partners here in the city. From
we're going to stay on point. We ain't going to divert, because the truth about it, man, let's not even talk about the Sewage and Water Board. Let's stay in the election front. So, proposition number one, rightfully so by the people of Louisiana, they voted no. Rightfully so, they voted no. Okay? Proposition number two, it's dead even. Well, 10,000 votes separating that, but I think based on the percentage, 50% voted yes, 50% voted no. I think it remained, or that proposition basically become void, as if it wasn't placed on the ballot. Because the percentage, nobody get, the percentage split evenly, okay? Proposition number 3, remedy for unconstitutional tax paid. Overwhelmingly, that was voted yes. Now, that was a good call by the people of Louisiana. That was an excellent call by the people of Louisiana to vote. Let's go and see, let's read that for you. Constitutional amendment to add Article 5, Section 35, relative to the jurisdiction of the Tax Board of Appeal, to provide a remedy for payment of unconstitutional taxes. Now, you know why I love this? You see this right here? This, the people of Louisiana can utilize this law against Errol G. Williams, against Latoya Cantrell, and against every single municipality that take their private property away, that take money from them, this annual taxing scheme, about this annual tax bill that they send out, to provide a remedy. So there is no a remedy. Constitutionally, there is no a remedy for payment of unconstitutional tax, to authorize the legislature to extend the jurisdiction of the Board of Tax Appeal to provide a submission of the proposed amendment to the electorate, and to provide for relief matters. So here it is, rightfully so, the people of Louisiana voted yes on amendment number 3. And believe you when I tell you that I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys, the way the voting turnout. Let's look real quick on some of the other races. So we had on the ballot, we have a gubernatorial race, we have a lieutenant governor race, we got a secretary of state race, we got a attorney general race, we got a treasury race, we got a agriculture and forestry race, and we got a commission of insurance race. Okay, then the tax exemption. As we all know, that it's in a runoff. That the gubernatorial race is in a runoff, or there will be a runoff for that. You know, John Bell Edwards is sinking in deep water, and we're gonna do what. Look, we don't care about the political party or his political. That's not what we are here about. We don't care about that. We are not that naive. We are not that stupid. We don't care about that. And for all of you who want to vote for the guy because he's a Democrat, look, that's on you. But the fact that he was tooting his horn like he was the best thing since sliced bread. He was the best thing that happened since my sons was born. He should have won this easily, right? He didn't. So they're going to be a runoff. And the lieutenant governor race, Nungasser retained his seat as the lieutenant governor. He won re-election by 68%. In terms of vote, he got not really close to a million. He got 884,292 votes. That's what he got, compared to Willie Jones, who got 413,000. So Nungasser double up the amount of vote that Willie got. Okay. And in the Secretary of State race, we're going to also have a runoff. The incumbent going to go up against Gwen Collins, right? So Kyle is not safe. The Secretary of State right now, he's not secure. He's not safe by no way. You know, he ended up getting 528,247 vote compared to the runner-up, 433,580 votes, putting him at 41%. Okay. In the Attorney General race, now Landry retain his seat for another term. He got 66% of the vote. Total votes counted 855,347 compared to Jackson 496. The Treasury Now, the Treasury, John remains or retain his seat for another term with 60% of the vote. With 60% of the vote. Edwards nor Kenny didn't between the both and between the both then they get 40%, but John gets 60% of the vote with a total number of 769. Now look, family, it's interesting. This turnout, based on these numbers, by no way, shape, or form, well, over 1 million people voted. Over 1 million people voted across the board. Over 1.25 million. 1,276,644. The number varies because you can notice that some people didn't choose to vote for certain races. When you look at these races individually, the highest number was cast in. Well, the highest number was cast in the gubernatorial race. That total tally amounted to 1,343,456. That's a total tally. Okay, and the runner-up was the lieutenant gubernatorial race with a total vote cast of 1,297,840. Okay, so you can see where the interest lies. Then you have the Secretary of State, which 1,286,000. The Attorney General was up there too, 1,291,840. So we see that. The Commissioner of Agriculture and Forestry. To be honest with you, yes, Mike's train retains that seat for another term with 57% of the vote. Mike retained that with a total tally of 724,690 votes cast in his favor. It was split, let me say, 3 Democrat, 2 Republican in that race. The Commission of Insurance, I think that was a tightly contested race. But James, Dallon got that race, got that one with 53% of the vote going to him with a total number of 631,714. Okay? And then you have the amendments. Now, look, it's not interested to us to go into the state reps. That's not important to us. That's irrelevant. But that's what it looks like for the races, territorial. That's what I look for. And again, look, we are going through a love fest right now with the people of Louisiana. We are going through a love fest right now with the people of Louisiana. We think that you guys did tremendous. We love that. We love the fact that this criminal, that John Bell Edwards is fighting for his life right now. Is swimming in deep goddamn waters. That just goes to show, for those of you who don't recognize that, we the people are the one with the power. We the people are the one with the power. You know, I love the fact that we defeated all these criminals. Latoya Cantrell and her cronies got defeated. The people of Louisiana send a loud and a distinctive message. No, Latoya Cantrell, keep your so-called black ass quiet. We ain't giving you no more authority to mingle with our tax money. Goddamn clown. 63% for those of you who don't know, a total vote, a total number of votes, and that one, 770,373 compared to the yes votes, which is 442,991. Look, I love the people of Louisiana. I'm in love with, man, look, the truth about it, I've always loved the people of Louisiana. I've always loved you guys. But look, let's not get complacent. Let's not get relaxed. Again, Latoya Cantrell have or place another one for next month. Come next month, family. Listen to me, people. Let's not get complacent. I know we are at a good place right now. We are feeling good right now that we continue to tell these criminals over here, these politicians, that look, you may out there and the local media may shine in light on you or maybe giving you a platform to speak, but look, we are the bosses. Look, remember, come November, there's another one that's on the ballot we need to defeat. We're going to talk more about that. Look, family, you know, we on this show, we are black conscious, not black ignorant. We are black conscious, not black ignorant. Hence, we pay our respect. Hence, we pay homage. Hence, we remember. Hence, we show regard for those who came before us. And we keep them on the tip of our tongue. Because if it wasn't for these warriors that came before us, where would Anthony Brown be? Where would a lot of us be if it wasn't for the sacrifice of our ancestors? We honor these people because in a time when it was tantamount to signing your death warrant, these ancestors did not just sit by the wayside and did nothing or say nothing. They took action. And for that, we respect them. For that, we show them love. We make mention of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Nanny from the Maroon, Paul Bogle, Fred Hamilton, Maurice Bishop, Malcolm X, Carter G. Wilson, Harriet Tubman, Thomas Sankara, Somoral Makel, Bookman Juti, Toussaint Louverture, Jack Dessalines. Again, these are just a few of our ancestors that we choose on a day-to-day basis to pay homage to keep their name on the forefront so that generations yet to come will know of the works of our ancestors and keep them in the memory as they should.
Residents, business community, our employees at the state, of course, our governor, our local delegation. We're behind this director. We're behind the changes that need to happen in order for this city to be sustained.
And as we said in the first part of our interview with the mayor, overall she does get good marks, but on the subject...
Get good marks on people who walk around and kiss her so-called black ass. Family, this is your brother Anthony Brown saying, let's keep the fight. Let's take victories wherever we can. Knowing the fact that what happened this past Saturday wasn't any small, it was a humongous victory. The powers that be or these politicians will play it down like it is nothing, but we know different. We know the truth. We know that this was a humongous victory for the people of New Orleans. And a matter of fact, we continue to keep our eyes on the prize because in another 5 weeks from now, we the people will be also going back to the ballot boxes, okay, to show these politicians who run things. This is a brother, Anthony Brown, saying, until next time, peace, much love.